Hey everybody, this is Jeff Veale, the business guru, coming to you from downtown Manila. The show goes on in spite of a tropical cyclones you've been hearing and typhoons. You've been hearing it all over the world. Yes, we are under about 4 foot of water where I am, but about 20 foot in some other areas. So things aren't so bad. And I'm on the 33rd floor. So if it gets up to here, we've got really big problems. But I've got an interesting guest tonight, and she's nice and dry and warm where she is. Her name is Natia, and Natia's got a name like the alphabet, so she's going to tell us her last name later. She's a founder of Persona Coaching, a certified professional coach and former HR executive. This lady's a very clever lady. She does persona coaching, coaching and consulting, entrepreneurship, development, leadership, and team coaching, guys. All very important. Years in the industry, has been 15 plus years in human resources and leadership and development, another 5 plus years as a certified professional coach and business mentor. And guys, she's not a coach, she's actually a mentor or a specialist. She's well beyond the coaching. Coaches are people that watch the game from the grandstand. This lady's actually played the game for many, many years, right? Brief description of her business. She's founder of Persona Coaching, a boutique coaching and facilitation practice in Berlin. I help immigrants and expats in Germany turn their ideas into real registered businesses and partner with leaders and teams to grow from the inside out. My work combines business coaching, leadership development, and creative facilitation methods like Lego, serious players to build clarity, confidence, and collaboration. Key achievements. There are many, guys, but I'll just give you a few. Every expat founder who works with me in Germany successfully registers their business, secures government funding, and gains the clarity and confidence to run their business sustainably. Coached 1,000 plus hours with leaders, founders, and teams across Europe and Africa. Transitioned from massively successful HR leadership career in banking to founding my own coaching practice, which is a great idea. Get away from that soul-sucking jobs, guys. Holding an MBA from leading European universities, including Cambridge and the Netherlands. Combine strategic business insights with deep coaching expertise to help founders build sustainable businesses and confident leadership foundations, which is super important. Balance entrepreneurship with motherhood and a busy family life. She's done it all, this lady, bringing in authenticity and empathy into my coaching practice. Her personal motto, I believe meaningful success begins with clarity, courage, and self-awareness. When people connect with their inner purpose, business and leadership follow naturally, and that's very true. She started her career as a HR executive in one of Georgia's largest banks, and years later, as an expat in Berlin, built a thriving coaching practice from the ground up, proving that reinvention is always possible when you lead from within. I'm a mother of 2 small children and speak 4 different languages at home. You must confuse them. When they're good, you speak one. When they're bad, you speak the other one, is it? A bit like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. It's my great pleasure to welcome to the stage, Nadia. How are you, Nadia?
Thanks, Jeff, for hosting me. I'm doing great. We are in a gray Berlin. We're switching to the winter mode here, so days are short and dark, but
Yeah.
it's always sunny inside.
Yeah. Fair enough. Tell us about your journey and what inspired you to pursue your current career path. How did that all come about?
Yeah, thanks for the question. So I started my career in HR leadership.
Yeah.
And in that role, I was leading teams, I was building organization culture, doing managing people side of the huge organization.
Mhm.
And after years of doing this, 10 plus years, I was in such roles, I decided it was time to change. You
Yeah.
know, something from inside is
You stop learning.
pushing you to
You
be
stop
different.
learning. You've learned everything you can in that role more than usually. Yeah.
Exactly. So that you feel that I felt that it was
No
like a
more
small crew.
challenge.
I
Yeah.
cannot be in this anymore. I need something else. So that's how I reinvented myself. And it coincided with my relocation to Germany, where and my becoming a mother. So this new country, motherhood. So different areas of my life started anew, and so was my career calling. So
Yeah.
that's how somehow I made the transition from a corporate career to self-employment, entrepreneurship.
You've obviously had that clarity because you're juggling all those things. You're juggling a job, you're juggling a home and a husband and two kids. I mean, it's a pretty big ask, isn't it, when you think about it? You know, you've got to,
Yeah,
I guess you've got to have a system, right? It's
absolutely.
all about,
Definitely.
all
We're
about,
running with the systems here.
absolutely. You've got to have those. What's been the most challenging aspect of your work and how have you overcome that over the years?
Yeah. So most challenging aspect has been the career transition and also accountability. So you see, when you work in the corporate environment, everything is pre-described. You have a job description, you
Mhm.
have colleagues, you have bosses, you have subordinates. So you kind of know what to do and how to do it and
Yes.
with whom you do it. And
Yeah,
when you move to entrepreneurship, suddenly you start swimming in a blue ocean. There
absolutely.
are no rules, there are no predefined job description, there are no accountability partners anymore. Nobody's checking on you. And you need to create your own system and accountability. That was the hardest part to navigate. And also to find a focus, the right focus. So, what do I actually want to do? What niche do I want to, what type of problem am I solving? For
Mhm.
whom am I solving this problem? And to somehow find a routine and direction
Yes.
and to keep myself accountable along the way. I work constantly with coaches and mentors who support me.
Yeah.
I get stuck like all of us, and the key is not to get stuck and not to stay in this stuckness for a
Well,
long
and
time.
learn from each other. Share, develop, learn, move forward.
Yeah. And I have honor to work with so many interesting professionals
Yes.
as part of my work. So many expats, internationals, experienced people who are doing something new themselves, and I'm supporting them as their coach and mentor. And I learn so much from them.
Mm.
I believe that it's never one way.
Yeah.
Learning happens both ways. So I help them and support them with the skills that I have,
Yeah.
and they help me and support me and give me new insight, new perspectives of
Mm.
at looking at things. So it's really mutually beneficial
It,
environment that I'm in.
it's interesting to me that you mentioned blue ocean. I've been doing marketing for 50 years. And funny enough,
Uh-huh.
blue ocean's a bit of a buzzword. However, funny enough, I hardly ever hear it. And it only seems to be um, those people that are in that space that sort of are very entrepreneurial and getting out there and trailblazing. That's one of the words they use, like, hey, more or less, the world's my oyster type of thing, right?
Yeah,
Or I got a mountain to climb. But so it's very interesting.
yeah,
And I generally find those people that do mention it or have got as part of their vocabulary are really go, excuse me, dying go-getters and trendsetters in the industry. Tell us, what's the
yeah.
important moment in your career that changed your direction? Where was that sort of aha moment? You sort of alluded on it earlier when you said you'd been in that job for a while and you was getting a bit disillusioned. What happened?
Yeah, so I think moving to Germany and becoming an expat, like starting from the very, very beginning,
Yeah,
played a huge role for me. Because suddenly it was like moving from a small pond to a bigger ocean again.
yeah,
So this transition to come to this bigger, huge market in Germany, Berlin, and starting something from zero, ground up, was a
yeah,
really big transition for me.
right.
Um, and funny enough, Jeff, I also started diving myself.
Oh,
So
have you?
when we talk about blue ocean, I literally do dive in.
Yeah, right.
I'm a certified
Should come
diver
to the
too.
Philippines. They got some of the best diving in the world.
I know that's my top destinations,
Right.
definitely.
Yeah, it's very, very,
So
very popular. So it's interesting
yeah,
that you should think like that. I think too, also too, I think you'd agree, it's got a lot to do with timing. I think some of your timing's been immaculate. You know, there's eras where say Germany in particular, at the forefront of certain industries, they're doing different things, and it's just starting to open up. And there's people like you that are out there making it open up, you know. And so timing has got a lot to do with it. And you can, you know, you can call it luck. I just call it timing. You know, it is what it is, because in this world, you make your own luck, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes you've got to go against the experts and you know, do your own thing and prove them wrong, whatever the case may be. Everyone's got their own challenges. Tell me,
Yeah.
in your opinion, what are the key qualities or skills that have contributed to your amazing success?
Skills. I think the most important one that I developed over time is to create this deep focus on task I'm doing and to do single tasking.
Mm,
You know, I'm a
very,
mother, I'm an entrepreneur. You know how many things there has to be done.
that's right.
Like
You've got
thousand things.
you've got to prioritize them. Yeah.
Prioritize and do one single task at a
Yeah.
time, and to cut the seemingly huge tasks into tiny pieces
Mm,
and do the doable. This
yeah.
is also what so many founders here in Germany are struggling with, because it
Yeah.
sounds so big to start your own journey, start your self-employment. There's so many things to do, and it sounds so intimidating to many
Yeah.
people. It was also intimidating for me. So how I tackled it was to cut down into small pieces, which is
Mm,
doable for me at this point. What is doable? Like without judgment, without,
sure.
yeah, judging myself or
Yeah.
victimizing myself, but
But
actually being
keep yourself
empowered.
keep yourself accountable though. Keep yourself accountable, right?
Keep yourself accountable. And if you cannot keep yourself accountable, work with someone who can keep you accountable.
Yeah. I'll show you my
So,
secret. Here's my secret. Here it is, right here.
yeah.
My little 20-minute timer. Most tasks, unless I change
Uh-huh.
the suit, but most of my tasks are 20 minutes. I allow myself, it might only be a 10-minute task, but I allow myself to wander a bit. I give myself 20 minutes to get it done. And then ding, ding, and it's, oh, get back
Yeah.
on track, or get off that task and get on to the next one. So,
Good tip.
yeah, and the other one you'll be aware of too. You probably do it yourself. The other one, which I love, is the old pen and paper, and the, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
and then cross them off. There's a big one at the top crossed off. You know, um,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
every
definitely.
day a small to-do list, and if you don't do them, guys, don't beat yourself up. Just put them across to tomorrow and keep working on them. You know, like
Yeah. You know
try
what else?
yeah. Go ahead.
You know what else I have like in that from that area of productivity is on Sunday afternoon.
Mhm.
I think about what is the number one most important thing for me to get done this week.
Nice.
Only one most important thing that I want to have achieved this coming week.
That's
So I
right.
mentally condition myself
Mhm.
to know what this most important task for this week is and to
Mhm.
really focus on it.
And sometimes, funny enough, you'd say that I do that something similar. And sometimes, guys, the answer comes out in your dreams, like you sleep on it, and it's part of you. And it comes out, and your mind, believe it or not, your mind is actually working on it. It's a computer. Your mind's working on it, and you could wake up in the morning with the answer.
Yeah,
I
I've
found,
had that too.
yeah, I found that as well. You know, it's fantastic. You know, so
Yeah.
I give it the challenge. You know, and then say, "Okay, what do you think about this? How are we going to fix it?" You know, and then
Yeah.
it's interesting that how you think. Tell me, I think one of your qualities and skills, you're a very good listener, and you've got a lot of empathy and, of course, integrity. And you'd agree, integrity is everything. You haven't got integrity, what have you got? You know, and I'm sure
Exactly.
you're willing to share with your colleagues and help where you can, and vice versa. And that's how everybody wins. It should be
Mhm.
a win-win. It's never ever win-lose, right?
Yeah.
Tell me, Nadia, how do you stay motivated and continue to innovate and do new things in your fields?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm a major people's person. Like I love being in front of people and helping them and working with them, solving the problems together. So working with clients really gives me a lot of energy.
Yeah,
That's why when I started my self-employment, I was thinking, what type of business do I want to create? Do I want to be in the background, creating systems, managing
no,
other
no.
people, or do I want to actually do things myself?
Oh,
And
that's a better way.
I wanted to do things myself too. I didn't want to just sit somewhere in the background, observe others working. So that gives me a lot of motivation. And the second thing is continuous self-development. Even though a
Very
lot of people
important.
look up to me and think that I can help them on things that they come to for coaching, yet I stay very humble and I focus on my own self development. I take
Yeah.
courses, I take trainings, I work on myself
The difference between
constantly.
you, I've met a lot of women like you, funny enough, and the difference between, which I'm proud of you, is that you've not only done the courses, you've taken action with what you've learned. I've seen so many
Yeah,
lovely women who just don't get off ground zero because they're forever doing courses and another course and another course. And it's almost, for them, it's almost a social life. Does that make sense? I'm sure you've seen that type as well.
yeah,
You know, they
yeah,
don't
definitely. I
they
mean,
don't get down and actually do something with it.
yeah, my motto is when you hear something, I'm a major doer. Like I learn by doing things.
Yeah,
So
nice.
just hearing something is not going to make a difference
Start.
for me.
Yeah, it's
I
a
need to
starting point.
go and experiment.
Yeah,
So this is also what I do, and this is also what I encourage my clients to do who start self-employment. That yes, it's important to sit and plan and write nice business plans and finance plans, but you also need to go out there and be in your medium. If you are a painter, you need to paint. If you
absolutely.
are if
Yeah.
you are a coach, you need to stand in front of client and coach them, and so on. If you're a photographer,
Yeah.
you need to be taking the
Yeah,
pictures.
I tell clients something very similar. I get very angry and I say something like, listen, John, if I've got to keep running your business for you, I'm going to come to America and I'm going to sack you and take over your business because I'm running it and you're supposed to be running it. I'm only here to assist you and push you and prompt you and show you direction. You have to run it because if I'm going to run it,
Absolutely.
I'm going to charge you a lot more money, and B, I'm going to take it over because
Yeah.
I'm putting in more work than what you are, So I get it.
Mhm.
I get it all the time. Don't worry. Tell me, Nadia, tell us about a recent project of your many and achievements that you're particularly proud of. Tell us something you're particularly proud of you've done in the last
Mhm.
months or so.
Yeah, I have initiated a creative workshops for founders using Lego Series Play method. So I conducted a couple of those workshops where founders, people who are already in the business or who want to start their own business,
Mm-hmm.
they uh, they experience and experiment thinking with their hands using Lego bricks. So we are used to think with our
All right.
brains
Yeah.
only.
Mhm.
And in these type of workshops, I facilitate to bring them new awareness, new ideas, new insights using building with Legos.
Yes.
It's a really amazing project. I'm very
Yeah.
proud of it, and I get so much energy from it. And people are so shocked hearing and looking, literally looking at what they build and what type of results they're getting to. So this is
Terrific.
my little project that I want to move forward, definitely.
Yeah. How many pieces does each person get approximately? I'm curious.
56.
56. I thought there'd be a number.
56.
Yeah, I thought there'd be a number. And you
So
got
like a small bag,
yeah, yeah,
56 piece.
yeah, yeah.
And
Oh,
everyone gets the same number. So we are equalizing
yeah, yeah,
there is no someone with more bricks or more
yeah, yeah.
beautiful
Interesting.
exciting ones, but rather
That'd be
same
fun.
resources.
That'd be fun.
And
Tell me, do they stay one out, or do they start to get because they're in a room, obviously? Do they start to
yeah,
cooperate with each other, or do they keep working one out? I'm just curious. What do they do?
well, it's about guidance. So they everyone starts from themselves. So first you need to build your own and then you are sharing.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So you got to have a foundation. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it starts from within, what's inside of me, what I
Mm.
want to bring out, and then I can share with others.
What
And
do they
maybe
what do,
we
what
can
do they what
also
do they what do they typically build? What do some people build? What type of things?
People build towers,
Oh yeah.
bridges.
Yeah.
We also bring concepts like what motivates you in your job, and you build a model out of it. And it's so different for everyone. Or
Yeah.
build who do you think you are as a founder? Who do
Hmm.
you want to become as a founder? And you
Right.
build a model, and it's different for everyone.
Just turn it off, will you? Yeah, it's my phone.
Hmm?
It's all right. Um, let's have a look here. What advice would you give a 20-year-old version of you? Um, yeah, daughter, a nephew or a niece, they come to you and say, look, I've just left school and I'm interested in a couple of things, but what do you think I should do with myself? What would you tell them?
Invest in self-development.
Absolutely.
Invest in developing yourself, push yourself outside of your comfort zone and learn something new
All the
regularly. It
time. Yeah.
can.
Readers
Maybe
are
it's not every day.
readers are leaders, even if it's only one book a month.
Exactly.
I've bought a lot of young people books. You know, kind of you say we're not going to the horror section or the fantasy section. We're going to the business section, and I want you to through these books and pick out something you like, and then
Yeah.
and one a month. And when you've read that one, come back to me. I'll buy you another one. You know,
Exactly. And also start working with professionals early on,
yeah,
and not be afraid to ask for help.
yeah.
Because especially many people who start their own businesses think that, oh, now I'm by myself. It means I have to do everything by myself,
No, no,
which
no.
is actually a lie. It's a trap, because you will lose so much time if you try to do everything yourself. So my advice is to always start hiring the professional, working with professionals as early as possible.
Absolutely,
One, and the second advice would be to really build systems from the beginning. You
absolutely.
cannot remember everything.
The
You
foundation.
cannot manually do everything. You need to build the systems, invest time to build the system, and then run the system.
Yeah. On that one about wearing the different hats, one of my mantras I tell my potential clients, I say, listen, my friend, you've got to lay strong foundations. It's like building a house. You've got the foundations, you've got the walls, you've
Yeah,
got the roof, you've got the carpenter, the plumber, the painter, the electrician, the landscaper, the carpet layer. Here you are trying to build a business by yourself. It doesn't make any sense, does it? I tell the guy,
exactly.
if you're a baker and you love it, get back in the kitchen and bake bread, and my team will fill your shop up with clients. If you're a plumber, tell me this. How do you drive to the job for an hour and an hour back? That's 2 hours plus 5 years under the sink, five hours, sorry, not years, 5 hours under the sink fixing the tap. How the hell do you get new clients? You don't. So
Yeah.
let us do the marketing and make your phone ring and make things happen while you're working. The old saying, work on your business, not in your business. And
Absolutely.
if you want to
And,
grow,
and
you've got to be doing that all the time. You've got to be working on it.
yeah, and so many founders are losing sight of that, and they're
Absolutely.
making this mistake always. And that is why professionals, I work with professionals myself.
Yes.
I get help whenever I need the help because they know what they do best. I know what
Yeah.
I do best. I don't have to know everything.
No, that's right.
I need to find the smart, capable, talented people in their own areas of competence
What you
and
need.
really
Yeah, that's
delegate the
right.
tasks.
Support, as I said, support each other. It's a win-win-win,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
All around. Um,
yeah,
looking ahead, what are your goals and aspirations for the future, Nadia? What do you,
yeah.
you're at base camp now. You're still climbing that mountain. What are your dreams and hopes for the future?
Yeah, I really want to work more with new aspiring founders. And I
Mhm.
was thinking to work with accelerators and startup incubators
Mhm.
to have access to more masses of the founders. Now, my daily work now with founders is one-on-one mostly.
Yes.
So I wish to expand the impact I have to a bigger groups of people.
Mhm.
So I'm planning to partner up with accelerators, startup incubators, and really use my skills to help people who are at the journey of self-employment
Mhm.
to or creating their own businesses and use my skills to help them in this journey.
With your work now, which is very varied and interesting, Is it just Germany, or are we talking worldwide in particular? Is it just Germany, or can it be anywhere in the world?
Well, this particular service that I have is focused on German
Mhm.
for immigrants and expats in Germany
Right?
who want to build their businesses and start their businesses. But the concept, Jeff, to be honest, can be applied worldwide.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I
right.
have
That's why I
so many
was asking
clients
you. Can any of
from,
our listeners or people watching the show, can they reach out to you for 15 minutes and have a chat and run their idea past you and see whether AU can help them, or perhaps one of your colleagues might be able to help them?
yeah, absolutely, because maybe legal framework and taxation will be different in
Sure.
different countries.
Yes.
But the key concepts of running the business and the mindset, how to run this business, is universal across the nations.
Not only that, this day and age, you've got the right concept. You've got the franchising aspect of it all, and these things can take off like putting petrol on a fire. And then you've got the franchise model, and then all of a sudden you're in America, but now you're in Germany, now you're in Europe, and now you're in the UK, and it's just like wildfire, you know, with,
Yeah,
with the right systems.
with the right systems.
Just like McDonald's, they haven't got the best hamburger in the world, but they're number one because they have not only they got the best systems, they got the best marketing.
Marketing and also the system. Funny enough, I was also thinking about McDonald's, like how
Yes.
they created a system and perfected it in a way that it was scalable, repeatable.
Everywhere in the world, and you've traveled like I have, everywhere in the world you go, a beef burger is a beef burger, a milkshake's a milkshake, and you get the same quality
Yeah,
everywhere you go. It's average, but it's consistent. And that's
yeah,
if we travel, we fall back on it. We go, oh, oh, there's McDonald's. I trust them. I can go and have a snack.
yeah,
It's not going to be my main meal, but it's going to be a snack because I trust them. I trust the brand.
yeah. You know what you get. There are no
Exactly.
surprises.
Yeah, it's going to be very consistent. Tell me, what's the best way for our listeners and people watching this wonderful podcast? What's the best way to reach out and have a chat to you and find out more about your amazing services, particularly if they're in Germany? What's the best way?
Yeah. Thank you so much for this question. So you can reach me on my website, personacoaching.de,
Mhm.
and via Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and the Persona Coaching. I answer all the direct messages myself personally, even though I work with a team of freelancers who help me with social media. I do take every client conversation.
Here I was thinking you're doing all yourself. No, you're doing a great job.
No, no way.
You're like me. I've got a team of 36. I'm just a front man.
Oh, wow.
Um,
My team is not that big, but still.
yeah, you know the story though. You know, it's a challenge. It's like herding cats, isn't it? And by the way, guys, if you want to be on 15 Minutes of Fame, just like Notice, as you can see, it's just like talking to a friend. Come on the show. We'd love to hear your story. It's going to be all about you. And the good thing about you and Nadia, we're going to put all your links across Reddit, Quora, LinkedIn, Facebook, our Facebook group with 6,500 entrepreneurs, and YouTube. All your links are there. If people like what you say and do, they've got the choice of reaching out. We basically put you in front of hundreds of prospects. The rest is up to you. And not only do we do it, obviously, if you're half clever, it's an evergreen movie we make out of this. You do this yourself on a regular basis. You keep promoting yourself. And now you've got an
Mhm.
evergreen movie in your case to keep doing that. Put it on your website, put it everywhere. Tell me, before we wrap it up, tell us you've told me so much about you. We've had a couple of chats. What's a fun fact about yourself that most people do not know? We know you're a bundle of energy, but what else?
Well, I just revealed in our conversation as well. Like one fun fact is I'm a professional open water diver.
Yeah, pretty
And
cool.
I love going down in the ocean, in the seas, and just experiencing the beauty of the nature, but also just be by myself
Yeah,
with
it's one on one.
expectations.
It's a very individual thing, isn't it?
Yeah, without expectations, without interruptions,
Yeah,
no judgment. Fish don't really
it's
care who you are, what you
so
do.
when you think about it, it's sort of a form of meditation, isn't it?
It's absolutely, I love it. So that is, and also it helps me in coaching.
Mm.
This,
Clarity.
awareness of the clarity and just self-awareness, who you are and your breath, every breath, and the gratitude that we live and we have this beautiful planet and each other to take care of, it really gives me energy and inspiration to work with my clients.
Fair enough. All right, Nana, we're going to wrap it up now. Any last words for our audience?
Thank you so much, Jeff. I want to send so many people to 15 Minutes of Fame. It was a beautiful experience. Thank you so much for doing this. And it's definitely a win.
Excuse me, I got a bad cold. Happy to do so. Happy to talk to good people and spread the word. It's a win-win, guys. We all win. We all get out there. We expose ourselves to the right people. We network with the right people, and we help each other, guys. It's all about caring and sharing. Thanks very much.
Yeah.